Well, howdy there. How's it going? My name is Robert. Welcome back to Guitar Control, where we learn all kinds of guitar stuff every single day. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about 3 chords that will help you play, hundreds, thousands. There's so many songs you can play with these 3 chords. And we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to actually play the chords. One, which doesn't require anything extra. One's going to have a capo if you want to use it. But, they're really, really simple. They're very basic chords that are just used in so many pieces of music. If you want to, you can grab tabs for these. That way you can exactly see what we're playing. And you might as well hit the subscribe button while you're here, because we'll be posting every day. Videos are also near. I was trying to rhyme. It didn't work. But let's just go ahead and jump into this one, and we'll get going with these 3 easy chords that'll help you play thousands of songs. Alright, so what are we talking about? So like I said before, I'm going to have 2 different examples here for you. The first one, now the chords are just G, C, and D. You've probably heard these chords mentioned millions of times, but if you're new to guitar, these are great ones to start with. So we're going to be playing a G major chord. Now you'll see in the more pop context, you're probably going to see more like a 4-finger G with a C add 9, and then D. We're going to be rocking it like this. You can learn it either way. It works totally fine. But we're going to be playing a G major like this. So you're going to use your ring finger on 3rd fret of the low E string, 2nd fret of the A with your middle finger, and your pinky goes 3rd fret on the high E string. Now that is good old G major. To go to C major, all you're going to do is drop these 2 fingers down a string, boom, boom. So you're on the A and D now. Lift that pinky up and add your pointer finger to 1st fret on the B. So that is now a C major. Now practice that transition on its own. It's a really good one to get underneath your fingers. So when I'm playing a C major, this is just kind of like, having foresight of what you're playing. Anytime I go to a C major chord, I like to play this version of a G versus this version, which you see in a lot of books. Just because you see how much of a transition there's needed to go to that G to C, G to C, G to C, G to C. Less motion. So if I'm going from G to C at 9, whatever it might be, then I might change it up. But for this one, we're just going to be using this version of a G to the C. And now we're 2/3 of the way there. Let's just wrap it up with this D major chord. Okay, so unfortunately there's no real easy transition to this one. The way I do it is I just kind of hop to it, and that's another kind of motion to practice. So D major would be open D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E. That's with your index, ring, middle finger. Strum that down. Now I strum from the D string down, but to be honest, I actually like to strum from the A string down a lot of times. Because you already have an A note here, so what's another A note gonna hurt? It just fills the chord out. I do make sure I'm not playing that good old low E string. Doesn't sound so good. But from the A string down, buttery sweet and good to eat. So we have those, and just practice those. Now, why can you play thousands of songs like these? Because other songs might be in a different key. Well, with these particular chords, if you have a thing called a capo, basically that is altering the key that you're in. So any common 1-4-5 major progression, you can easily sit there and just capo. So like, for example, if you wanted to play these chords, but you sing, like I can't sing, so I don't know how to sing in key. So all you would do is capo 2nd fret, and you treat that as your nut, and then this is now fret 1. So then you would just do your same chords up here at the 5th fret. Now you're playing out of the key of A. That's how you can move this around using a capo and literally be playing in like thousands of different keys. Not thousands, I'm sorry, thousands of different songs. There's only 12 keys. So, but yeah, it's such a great tool to kind of like have to move around the guitar neck with these chords. Now the next one I'm going to show you is exactly the same. Now this is how you can get away with doing the same thing without a capo. I'm going to show you bar chords, the dreaded, I said it, the dreaded word, bar chords. So what's going on here? So basically we're going to do a G major bar chord, so you're going to have to take your finger, and this is basically simulating kind of what a capo would do. So we're going to be barring 3rd fret on the low E string. Your ring finger goes 5th fret on the A, 5th fret on the D, and your middle finger goes 4th fret on the G. Okay, so this is a G major. Okay, so anywhere, and actually your top note here is a G, so anywhere you play this chord, whatever that top note is, that's an A note, so that's an A major, B major, D major, F major, F sharp, back to G. Now the next chord works the exact same way. We're just moving down a string. You're gonna play 3rd fret on the A, and then I roll my finger and play 5th fret on the D, G, and B. That's a C major. Now you can move it anywhere. Again, top note was that C note, so if you just follow that top note, we'll move up 2 frets. It's a D. We have our G, C, D. And now we don't need a capo anymore, so if you're like, oh, well, I sing out of the key of A, well, all you do is you have to mentally take this and move everything up 2 frets. So I'll be like, okay. I wish I could sing. But then you're like, oh, you know what? I forgot. I totally don't sing out of the key of A. I sing out of the key of B. Well, hold up, buddy, because I got you covered. There you have it. You just learned, without even knowing it, 1.5 million songs. I'm not even joking right now. Alright guys, that will be it for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. Got something out of it. Now if you did, grab the tabs, hit the subscribe button. There's so much going on here, guys. You'll be seeing me again, I hope. Check this out. If I had money to bet, I'm a musician, so I'm poor. I don't know. I bet one of these videos is totally one of mine from here. It may be something else, but I bet there's 2 videos, and there's probably a subscribe button right here. Dig it. Can you dig it? That's what I'm saying. Later!